Hey guys, it's Mandy Straight. I am here with a follow-up to my Airbnb Facebook Live post from yesterday, day before yesterday, and I want to show you the room and now that it's ready to go. So the cool thing here, that the cool thing for you to see, since this is behind the scenes, like interior design behind the scenes, it's very exclusive. What's important, I think, for you to see is that I'm telling you that this is done and it's not done, which is the way that homes work, right? Like that it's kind of an ongoing process, and it's important to understand that it is a successful design project if you get to the end of it and you know it's not quite the end. So we'll come back to that. So I'm going to flip you around. I'm going to show you the room. I don't know how much you remember from before. A lot of it's the same, but we got the light up. Okay, so the map is hung. This is, the door they'll come in. The big map of Denver is hung. We've got our side table and our hangy cloud light, which I love. What I love about this too, this hangy cloud light, is that it kind of gives a sense of place. There would be a lot, these are really tall ceilings. There would be a lot of empty space. I'm going to crouch down. If that light wasn't there, there would be a ton of empty space that I would need to fill with artwork or something of that effect. That this is doing for me. And I like that it's a little cozy. I'll tell you, I think that the wattage of this is a little bit high. I can't remember what it was, the wattage that I got the bulb, but I think it needs to go down. It needs to be like 40 or 60 because this thing needs to seem like a glow rather than like a bright light. It's a little bit bright. We saw the chair the other day and the desk and the plant, the artwork we saw. Now, here's something else that I want to point out, okay? I don't know if you remember, but I had this frame from IKEA. Again, this doesn't have to be expensive, and it just still had the factory artwork in it, some generic picture. And it was last night. I was trying to make sure that it was ready for today, and I thought, oh my gosh, I don't have art for that. I'm just going to take it out, and I'll put it back in when I have it ready. And what I decided was that we usually have what we need, even if we don't realize it. So I was like, okay, what do I already have? And I'm going to tell you, I went into my bedroom and I grabbed a Traveler magazine. I think it was called Traveler. And I was like, there's going to be something in here that will work. And you can see, let me turn you back around again. Like hard to flip. So this is like an ad for something. Just the right amount of wrong. I love that it's saucy. I love that it's pretty neutral with some color right in the middle. And then whatever the thing is that it's the ad for is right underneath here. And I was like, well, I don't want to put an ad in a frame. So then I found this thing, the Experience, and these are Travelers. And I thought that really went with the vibe that I'm trying to make for the room. So is this the most finished professional artwork ever? No. But it does the job, and it's a little more casual, and it's cozy and homey, which is what I wanted for the room, that it's really inviting, and it's not all about the perfection, it's about the experience of it, which is exactly what that's saying. Oh my God, I didn't even plan that when I said that right now. And of course, that's my artwork too. So none of this is like uber professional. It's about making it feel good. You've got, we saw the lamp the other day. I'm so in love with that. Here's our fuzzy throw blanket. And, it's really nice to have a blanket because it's hard to regulate your body temperature the same as somebody else. So it's really nice to be able to provide that. I changed out the curtains. You can see, maybe you can't tell, but these are a nice dark velvet green. And we talked about how that went with the pillow, which I love. And I'm going to turn you around here. We got the shelf for the TV mounted. And yes, it's overlapping the window. And yes, I really freaking love it this way because, let me give you a better view here. Because it uses, I don't know, it feels very European to me. And like, oh my God, Britt, you're totally right. The ad mimics the art. Okay, we're going to go back to that in a second. That's a beautiful, beautiful comment. I love it. Yeah, I just love the layering. And I think that we are taught maybe to shy away from layering because, oh my gosh, like you may not see the entire window. Or I've had a client that we were going to buy artwork and they were like, well, just bought art and you're going to layer something in front of it. And I was like, yeah, like the layering is what makes it interesting. And it just because you take away the little corner of the artwork doesn't mean that your eye doesn't know what's going on. And the layering gives texture. So we're going to go back real quick. This is so awesome, Britt. Good observation. We're going to go back to the artwork. Look at this. We got legs and we got legs. Oh my God, I didn't even plan that. Look how wonderful that is. I love the serendipity things that happen when you just are in the vibe of a room. That's how like the beautiful unplanned decorating and design happens, is you just love it and you go with it. And as long as you stay in the same, I like to say it's kind of like a song. As long as you stay in the same melody or the same song, as long as your band is playing the same song, then it's really successful. And it's not about making it all match or all be perfect, but it's about making it cozy and homey and inviting. The last thing, and so 2 other things that I want to say. One, like I said, this is not done. The bed, we got to get some artwork right above there. So I was going to do a bigger piece, but then, like I said, this light fixture helped me not have to do that. So that's awesome. I'm just going to get one thing. It's probably going to be black and white. That's my plan. Simple black frame, black and white, something in the center, maybe abstract art that would go really well with this, that I could just whip up in an evening. That would be really nice. Or something else. I don't know. The other thing is this, lampshade. I think I'm going to I found one at Anthropologie. I think it's $30. And it's patterned and I love it. And it's kind of all of these colors, here that I'm playing around with. So I'm going to take one more look at that. I might order it because I feel like that table looks a little bit bare over there. The other thing that I'm going to do, let me show you, is that right here at the foot of the bed, you walk in and there's, this is a teeny tiny room, but there's kind of nothing going on here. So what I'd really like to do is get a poof and put it right here. It'll give some shape. I will get one with color that kind of goes with what's going on up there. Maybe patterned, maybe not. Might just be a solid color, but it'll give some texture and, just a nice little like other place to sit down or something in the room. So those are basically my unfinished things for the room right now. But like I said, it's an ongoing process. And this is to a 1.0 kind of ready point that we can start renting this out, start bringing in some income from it. And I think people will feel homey, even though I don't have those things that I know I want. It's still a great space and it still serves the purpose really well. And so the point to that is that design is never done. It's always serving what you need now and always what you need next. And sometimes that's not always complete. And that's okay. We're works in progress too, right? The last thing that I want to say is I really want to point out that this does not have to be expensive. So I'm going to go around the room and I'm going to really show you how it doesn't have to be expensive, because the whole point of this, doing Airbnb, is to make some money. And so if I'm spending the bank, if I'm breaking the bank, spending a lot of money on what I'm buying, then, oh my gosh, like there's so much more lead time until I get to profitability, right? But putting the money into it up front to make it look really nice helps us be able to rent it for a higher price, helps people feel more comfortable when they come, helps us get better reviews, helps everybody in the whole process be happier if it's cozy and feels awesome and pulled together. But it doesn't have to be expensive. So let me show you. I'm going to go through all of these. Okay, so I actually had this already. So, and I don't think I paid for it. That was free. I got it at my old job. These little hangers I got on Etsy. I think they were probably $15 or something like that. We talked yesterday that the console or the desk here, I was gonna pay $400. Found this one for $95 at Target. Awesome. Fuzzy chair, awesome fuzzy chair. I'm so in love with it. That is Cost Plus World Market. I believe it was $230, something like that. Worth it because, oh my God, I freaking love it. And here's my thing, is that this is the most versatile chair ever. I can put this thing anywhere. So even if we decide not to Airbnb this room, even if I decide, you know what, that chair is too pretty, I want to live with it elsewhere, then I can take it and put it somewhere else. It's a great size, great look, really versatile. This awesome pink pillow that we looked at in the last one was from Target. I can't remember how much it was, under $30 easily. Artwork, half price canvas at Michael's, and some inexpensive paint, made it myself. This frame, IKEA, I don't know how much that was, $7 or something. And as we just said, magazine clippings, free. Little plant. This was Target. I think it was $10. Cloud light. That was IKEA. I can't remember how much that guy is, but it's IKEA, so we know that's affordable. The bed actually was existing. We had that one. And so that was, something we already had, so kind of free. And sheets are Target, and the Bumbleball duvet cover and shams are Amazon. I believe that was maybe $40 for the set. Those are Target towels. This is an IKEA throw. It was 25 or 30 bucks. The pillow is actually from Etsy. I think it came from India, if I remember right, or Pakistan. I was so in love with it. I think that was $45. That was just the casing, so I did have to buy a fill from a place that I know in town. The fill might have been $20. This little end table, I was really specific on the size that I needed and the fact that I wanted it to be white so it didn't detract from everything else that's going on. And I had picked out one online, like a nesting table thing on Overstock. And I'm telling you, I went and found this sucker at IKEA and it's $20 and it's perfect because I didn't want it to be too short for everything else that's going on. And it gave us a little shelf for the speaker. And I just love how crisp and white and clean it is. I didn't want it to take the show here. This is like backup singer or like backup guitar player in the room. So I didn't want it to be too important. The lamp is from Wayfair. That sucker was, oh my gosh, it was between $140 and $220. I can't remember quite for that. Sorry. Then the drapes, those suckers are IKEA too. And I believe it's $50 for the pair. Yeah, brother. Drapery rod is Bed Bath & Beyond. I just liked how simple it was. You can see my whole point was not to draw the eye to the finials. That's not the point. The point is that we've got awesome plush drapery. So I don't know how much that was, but Bed Bath & Beyond, very reasonable. And then the shelf, also from IKEA. Man, I don't remember how much that one was. Under 150, might have been like 80 bucks or something, including the bracket that we needed. And the TV was secondhand. You know how much TVs are. That's not part of the design. That's just function. So there's the deal. Like, we could add that all up. I didn't add it up as I was going, but we could add that all up. And this was an extremely affordable room. The whole point is not that you have to spend a lot of money. The whole point is how you draw it together. And if you make sure that everything's singing the same song, because that's what makes it really interesting and homey and cozy to come home to. So, I look forward to renting this out Airbnb. I look forward to figuring out how people feel about it. I'm really excited that it just looks simple and clean and fun and interesting for people to come spend some time in Denver. My name is Mandy Straight. I do interior design. It may be shoestring for your Airbnb, and it may be a penthouse apartment. I have done them all. I love them all. The whole point to me, the best part of all of this is that I get to find a way to figure out who you are and what you want and how to make your space feel amazing when you come home to it. I am setting up what I'm calling, this is the cool thing I have upcoming that you can engage with me if you don't want to do design time. I said I'm doing group design coaching calls. I'm calling them Interior Doc, DOC, which stands for Designer on Call. And that means that I'm just your designer on call. You can call. It is $50 for a 50-minute phone call. It's going to be a small group. We'll probably run over time. Just saying, because I like to talk and I like to hear about all your cool projects. So $50 for 50 minutes plus bonus time. And you get to bring your questions. You get to bring your video just like this. And you can say, oh my gosh, what the heck do I put above the bed right here? I can't figure it out. Help. And that's why I'm here, because I get to help you out with it. And I am so excited. So you get to hear all of the cool breakthroughs from everyone else, and you get to ask your own questions and get some really actionable, applicable to you budget and look and all of that type of answers. Oh my gosh, this is like one of my favorite parts of what I do. So I can't wait to bring it to you guys in this format. It's going to be starting really soon. Put a comment in these comments if you want to be on the mailing list for that, but I will be posting on my Facebook page. Thanks so much. I will see you soon.